Hello and welcome back. Now that you know our B, A, G, and E and have reviewed your musical recorder ABCs, we are ready to get started on learning Lucy Locket. Now, one of the trickiest parts of learning Lucy Locket is switching from our G that we know and our new note E. So what you need to do is practice slowly going between G and E. So let's get our G. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. Remember, left hand on top. And then for E, we add 1 and 2. Now, when you switch between G and E, it should sound nice and clean like this. Listen. And your bottom two fingers on your right hand move together. They do not move separately. If you do that, listen to what it sounds like. It's kind of messy. It might sound a little cool, but it's not quite what we're going for when we go from G to E. So practice very slowly going G to E. If you need to practice without playing first, that's fine too. But once you're ready, practice the fingers, then practice playing it. Now, if you can do it slowly, see if you can do it just a little bit faster. And gradually speed up until you can play it nice and easy. At any speed you try, whether it's or, right? So make sure you're practicing switching between G and E. Remember, both fingers move at the same time like they're connected. Kind of like you're mocking somebody, like, oh, or when you do Baby Shark. So, for Lucy Locket, we're going to start by putting our finger on the first note. So put your finger on the very, very first note with me. Good. So now we need to follow along and make sure we know every single note that we're playing. So let's start by pointing and saying the note names. I'll say it with you, that way we can review. So our first note is G. We go to the next note is also G. We go to the next note, we switch to, what note do you think it is? A. Good. Next note is A. We come to our bar line, and when we're on lost, the word lost, what note is that? That's G. Her is G. Now we switch to our new note. Our new note E, which is on the very, very bottom line of our musical staff. It's E, then E. Good. We go to the next bar line where we have Kitty Fisher. We've got G, G, A, A. Next bar line where we have Found It is G, then E. Now I challenge you to, on your own, figure out all the note names for the second line of Lucy Locket without me. Once you've figured out all of the note names, I want you to try and see if you can clap the rhythm for the piece. And then, once you've got the rhythm down, clap the rhythm while saying the note names. I'll do the first line for you now so you can hear it. Here's just clapping the rhythm for Lucy Locket. Lucy Locket lost her pocket. Kitty Fisher found it. Good. Remember, half notes get 2 whole beats. And we don't go found it, right? We want to hold the note out the entire duration of the note, which is 2 beats. So I know how to clap that rhythm, and I know now what notes there are. So what I'll do is I will clap the rhythm, say the note names. See if you can try it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. G, G, A, A, G, G, E, E, G, G, A, G, E. Hear how even with my voice, I like to extend all the way through the half note. Once you can clap it and say the note names, then you pick up your handy recorder and you practice the fingerings in rhythm while saying your note names. So remember, G, left hand on top, thumb, 1, 2, 3. Good, you'll walk through it slowly. G, G, A, G, G, E, E, G, G, A, G, E. Good. And if you need to break it up note by note or measure by measure to make it easier for you, go for it. Whatever you need to do to make sure that you can practice the piece appropriately. Once you can do that, we move into the second to last step, which is shadow playing. So let's try shadow playing it. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. And it's okay if a little bit of noise comes out when you play. But remember, the goal of shadow playing isn't to try and make a good sound. It's just to make sure you're doing the fingers and you get your air moving and get your tongue working. Once you feel comfortable shadow playing it, then you want to make sure you can play the whole thing, put it all together. This is what the first line sounds like. Good. Now, when you're all done figuring all of that out, what you can do is I am going to upload a practice track like what we use in our music class that you can play along with and kind of figure out on your own, make it a little bit more interesting to practice with. So this is what the whole piece sounds like with the practice track. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat. And then that's Lucy Locket. So good luck practicing. If you have any questions at any point, feel free to send me an email. We can set up a Zoom meeting to practice at any point. Good luck and happy practicing.